People pick and choose who they love. People pick and choose who they throw shade at. That's why I do what I want. And spending all your time won't never get it back. Time is money, don't be wasting my cash. Give it back, give it back, get it back. Hey, time is money, don't be wasting my stacks. Spending all your time won't never get it back. People pick and choose who they
What up, and welcome to the very 7th episode of The Pick Route. We are your hosts. My name is Patty.
What up, it's Dank.
What up, it's Qwee.
What's up, it's Moose?
Sounds like we got our fifth co-host, Benny, back there in the background.
Mascot of the show.
This is his demon hour, so.
All kinds of fired up. He can feel it. Today we're going to be playing player by number, which we'll go over what that is a little bit later on. Not a whole ton of breaking football news again this week. Again, us being idiots starting a football podcast right after football ended, but we got USFL to look forward to in, 2 weeks now?
Next weekend, right?
Nice. That and obviously the draft coming up. We'll have a big draft episode here in a couple weeks, but biggest news, and I'm going to go ahead and get into it. As an Ohio State fan, obviously the tragic passing of Dwayne Haskins. And I've been reflecting on a lot. Obviously I didn't know him, but he was so much fun to watch at Ohio State, and favorite memories of him when he came off the bench against that school up north, Michigan, when JT got hurt, led him to the win. Huge comeback on the road against Penn State when Penn State had Trace McSorley still slinging the ball around back there. Led a huge comeback against them. And then the absolute thrashing that they did of Michigan his 1 year as a starter. And that 1 year as a starter, he was broke just about every Big Ten passing record there is to have. He's number one single season in the Big Ten in yards, number one in the Big Ten history in passing touchdowns. And remember, the Big Ten has hosted guys like Tom Brady and Drew Brees. Were both in that conference. So, and then you keep looking. The only major one he didn't have was completion percentage, but he still had 70% completion percentage, throwing 533 times that year, which is 38 times a game. I remember that game against Purdue. He threw the ball 72 times at Ohio State, and the thing about it, his legacy there, I think he doesn't get the credit he deserves. And really, Ohio State was coming through a time where they went from Terrell Pryor to Braxton Miller to JT Barrett, where they had all of these dynamic runners, and half field read guys. When Dwayne came in, it really expanded the offense to full field reach, true pocket passer. And I think, guys like CJ Stroud now are benefiting off of the things that they learned while Dwayne was there, where CJ can kind of do a little bit of both, but I don't think their pass game is as evolved as if it wasn't for Dwayne. And he was always fun to watch. He always looked like he was having a ton of fun, and he was definitely a team first guy. And it's sad and tragic what happened to him. Heart goes out to his family and all that, but I feel like I had to give Dwayne his due there. So on a lighter note, Qwee, what do you got?
So I'm going to start with a couple of takes today. I saw Stephon Diggs signed for a huge contract.
I ain't fucking leaving.
Yep, he ain't leaving. And it got me thinking about a couple different things. So the first thing is Buffalo's commitment to sign him to a long-term deal, and Kansas City doing the exact opposite and going into this let's see what the investment of the draft capital can do for me, kind of tells me that these teams are going to go in two different directions, honestly, until we see if that investment pays off, right? So then I started thinking, and my take today is when it's all said and done, Josh Allen finishes with more Super Bowl rings than Patrick Mahomes.
Whoa.
Say it again for the people who didn't hear.
Josh Allen, the best quarterback in the NFL, is going to finish with more Super Bowl rings than Patrick Mahomes. And the commitment with Stephon Diggs and a better defense shows me that they are ready. And hey, they're ready to go right now. They don't need to wait 4 years for draft picks to see what they hit on and what they don't. It is what it is. But, I mean, you guys can tell me what you think, but that's kind of where my brain's at.
I think it's very Josh is playing freaking great. I mean, their offense is rolling. It's tough to say what Kansas City's going to do in the next couple of years. I think they'll be fine, but I mean, I do think at this point right now, I think Allen does have a very good shot of having more Super Bowls than
Let's also not
Mahomes.
forget, I stepped away there for a second, so I'm not sure exactly what you guys are talking about, but the Chiefs did sign Juju. So it's not like they're in complete remodel mode.
Juju's
No,
gotta
but
stay
that-
healthy, though.
Stephon Diggs is
Juju's
a
gotta stay
Honda
healthy.
Civic to a Ferrari.
Yeah, that move just seemed like such a Band-Aid to their fan base. Like, oh, I know who that guy is. Like,
Right.
it'll be okay.
I don't
Chiefs aren't
understand why
going anywhere,
Kansas
but-
City's not re-signing Matthew.
Yeah. Yeah, it's strange. It's and these guys come onto the market. I don't know, what they're waiting. And I guess I see what this other guy is Jarvis. Jarvis Landry's still out there. I'm like,
Right.
I take him. But I think the receiver market has gone so wild that Jarvis is probably asking for a ton that, teams aren't willing to pay for him. But I take Jarvis in a heartbeat.
Yeah, and the Matthew piece of that too is another factor where I'm like, okay, he came in, he definitely had an impact on their defense and made them much more feasible. But right now, when you look at them side by side, if Tyrann Mathieu is not on the field, Kansas City's a bad defense, Buffalo's a good defense. Buffalo's an explosive offense, and we don't know what Kansas City's offense is really going to look like.
Right.
We really don't. So it just, the more I thought about it, and when you look at those two, I mean, the playoff game was just a clinic.
Right.
Josh Allen's a freak show, bro.
He's so much fun. It's
so
so much
jealous.
fun knowing that you have the guy and there's no doubt about it in anybody's mind that he's the guy.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what
I
that
wonder-
feels like?
It's
Yeah,
fantastic. Now
I
remember,
wonder-
I said in Josh's rookie and sophomore years, I want him to be the quarterback of Buffalo forever just because he fits Buffalo so well. I think a lot of it is them getting Stephon Diggs and getting him a true number one dude. But he would just go nut. Like they said on Part of My Take all the time that he just mashes all the buttons on Madden. Sometimes when he's going down, where he's just gonna make this one play where the ball is gonna fly out and who knows who's gonna catch it. But yeah, no, it's a lot of fun knowing you got the guy and you got him locked up and you got his best friend locked up too. Obviously need to formulate more of a run game before we're heavy favorites, but I think they have the best odds right now.
We'll kick you Zeke Elliott next year for a 7th round pick.
I'd take him in a heartbeat. But Dev Singletary did come on late in the year. Started to run the ball well with him, and then our best. We talked about a couple weeks ago. Our best run play was pin and pull to the boundary with Josh Allen anyways. So
I got one more take that you don't need to comment on though.
but I'm going to want to.
Hunter Renfrow is going to be the best slot receiver that Josh McDaniels has coached.
Wow.
When it's all done.
That's
Wow,
blasphemy in this circle.
Get ready.
Qwee just threw a Molotov cocktail on the train.
Yeah, no, I don't need to comment, but I want to hear more, Qwee.
I mean, he's doing what he did this year is exactly what he did at Clemson. And it took the Raiders 1 year to figure out, like, we just need to keep throwing him the ball, like, more. And now Devontae Adams.
They're taking away from his freaking targets.
I don't think they are. I really don't. I see Hunter Renfrow doing what he did this year for another 8 to 9 straight seasons.
And that
I'm
concludes,
all the way out on that take.
That concludes our weekly segment of In the Hunt with Hunter Renfrow. We're going to give you 30 seconds every week, Qwee, to come up with Hunter Renfrow takes. Moose, what do you got?
All right, so we're doing passing league right now, and I was thinking about this before, right? Seeing the way that some of these receivers are starting to develop in high school, and especially when you talk about all these like camps and everything, and now you see college football and the way that they've embraced what the high school coaches have done. And it's starting to translate for guys like Hunter Renfrow in the NFL. More commonly, my take is that the wide receiver position from now on, this will be one of the last years that major contracts are handed out because teams are going to continuously draft first, second, or third round guys that can compete and beat dudes. Like they're talking about guys like this Sky Moore kid going in the first round, and he's from like Western Michigan, but he's an absolute gangster. And I'm like, you're seeing it. Kansas City can't afford to pay Tyreek Hill. So it's going to be draft one every year in the first 3 rounds and just keep building and building and building your wideout core. Like Dallas, they get rid of Amari Cooper, whatever, right? Now their O-line can't stop my 7-month-old son, right? But with the 24th pick, they're going to draft a wideout. But that's just, to me, like shows that like this position is just pumping out NFL caliber kids right out the rip, 22, 23 years old, ready to play. And you're going to have maybe 1 or 2 guys like Stephon, Devontae, but even those guys are 2 to 3 year buys for the Raiders and the Bills. They're not going to be there forever because they can't afford those guys. You know what I'm saying? Once all those other contracts come up and everything, just draft another one.
Yeah, and I think, and really for me, it's all credit in the world goes to Nick Saban, but I feel like, and it's crazy to say because we've been in this past happy era for a while now, but I feel a dynamic receiver is getting more and more important, especially in college football. That maybe these guys that weren't thought of as your traditional X receiver, like go back even 5 years, Nick Saban had set like a list got set out of like what the prototype for each position was, and he wouldn't deviate on that, where it's like, no, our receivers have to be 6'2" or taller. They have to be, this height, this weight, this fast. And then Devontae Smith comes in, who is, as big as a pencil and is the second best receiver on the team, but apparently the best player in the country.
Yeah.
I really think like these guys, those type guys who, maybe were a corner before, maybe were a running back before, But you see guys like what the 49ers are doing with Debo. I think more and more teams are going to start looking for that as they are building heavier, like we said a few weeks ago, where you're going to get tight ends, fullbacks, more play in the box. But what's going to really allow you to do that is that guy who's running all over the field from the slot.
Rondale.
Yep.
Rondale Moore, he's pretty.
I mean, yeah, dude. Look at Arizona, dude. Like what's the kid's name? The Texas A&M kid they had.
Christian Kirk.
Right.
Yeah, they just got rid of him.
So they lose him, and then they picked up Rondale last year. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna continuously get these guys that can just play ball. And you're gonna end up. It reminds me a lot of like running back, where you're gonna have so many guys and only a few guys that are truly like getting these crazy. Like Amari Cooper was 2 years ago. You'd be like, oh yeah, no, he's a top 7, 8 guy, no doubt. And now it's like, well, I mean, he's in the top 15 probably, somewhere in there. But like, I don't know. That's what I think.
No, it's not like I think everybody's going to have one guy that they're going to sign to a big contract, and then it'll just kind of be everyone else kind of filled in. But because that, there's always been those two schools of thoughts with the quarterbacks. It's really what the Rams did when they had Goff still signing the rookie deal. It's like, all right, we have a decent enough quarterback. Let's buy every single free agent while we can offer this money. But once you pay your quarterback, it becomes tougher to pay everybody else around you. So as long as Buffalo,
do you know what I was thinking too? Going back to your pregame about Dwayne Haskins real quick, because I was thinking about this and you kind of touched on it. But like he genuinely shifted Ohio State's offense from what you always thought was Ohio State to like, no, dude. Like I remember Justin Fields coming out and people were saying that he wasn't a pocket dude and everything. And then the actual statistics came out and he was making more full field pocket reads than Trevor Lawrence was.
Right.
And I think that is also a shift for like Ryan Day and what he's doing with Ohio State now. Like, yeah, we can have a Braxton, but like how many times are those guys going to win you a national championship? Once in a while, but you're going to have guys that can sling the ball from the pocket no matter what at that level. It's not high school. Q power, Q counter, that works for us, but at one point, 3rd and 7, you got to convert, dude.
You got to make a throw. Yep. Yeah, and you want to win a national champ, you have to have a quarterback able to make that gangster throw when he has it, like Stetson Bennett did. Just try this,
dude. Or like Trevor Lawrence's touchdown pass against what was it, Alabama? Yeah, the one to Justin Ross down the sideline. It was like, that's why they're talking about him.
I mean, Tua's made a career off of one pass.
Yeah,
rip slam.
That's true.
No, I mean the touchdown.
The touchdown in Georgia.
Devontae Smith in the national championship.
Yeah,
he's made a lot of money off that throw. All right, Dank, what do you got?
All right, so I'm going to talk about the Lions for my pregame. There's one thing I want to talk about that Patty knows. I don't know if everybody else.
Just one thing about the Lions.
No, I got a couple.
They're changing their uniforms.
Yeah.
They're a long snapper away from being a Super Bowl contender. Go ahead.
So one thing that Patty knows, and it happened a couple weeks ago, especially when Deshaun Watson hasn't played for a year, and they start showing his highlights, and of course, Detroit makes the guy hasn't played in a year, and Detroit, the defense is freaking getting smacked up, and I've noticed this multiple times with multiple people. Like Patty's seen it. I mean, even at the end of freaking draft day, the first picture they show is a Detroit Lion getting freaking mossed. It's like, so I have this theory that I think the Ford family must have like a deal with the NFL or something. Like, yeah, you can have these dudes' highlights just be against Detroit defense. Just, give us some money.
It's so funny because it's like Lev Bell. I remember that's the one I remember the most. It's like there was 4 highlights of him playing against the Lions, It's like he plays for he plays in the AFC. They play him once every 4 years. How is his career highlights against the Lions?
Right. It happens all the time. You look for it. When you see dudes highlights, Detroit's defense is
They're gonna be in there. They
in
didn't
the
even
first three plays, if not the first play.
I totally get what you're saying too, because there was a commercial for Deshaun Watson that's still playing where he escapes a huge rush. Of course he's gonna throw a game-winning touchdown against the Raiders. And we played probably our best game and we were terrible. And he throws he escapes 3 or 4 guys, he throws a touchdown pass, and it's still on. I still find it regularly. And I'm like, there's got to be a reason why this commercial.
Is that Amazon where he's talking about the stats?
Yes. I'm
sorry.
there's got to be a reason why they're picking this game, and he's had so many great plays.
Exactly.
I don't want to see him throw a touchdown pass against the worst team.
Right.
Who gives a shit?
Even when Devontae Adams was coming up, obviously he played in the same division, but the first freaking play of his highlight was against Detroit. I'm there's got to be some type of deal that
YouTube any NFL players highlights, and you're gonna find within the first 3 clips them playing against the Detroit Lions.
Right. My other thing on Detroit is I'm a little excited because the first 5 weeks of the season, well, not of the season, but Detroit is on Hard Knocks this year, and Dallas broke the trend last year. So I'm a little optimistic because before Dallas last year, I don't think any team that was on Hard Knocks made the playoffs.
Whoa. We did not break any trend. We continued
made the playoffs.
the same cycle of misery.
You
and
made the
putrid
playoffs, though. You
football.
broke the Hard Knocks curse.
Yeah.
So, and I hate getting optimistic about Detroit because every time I get my hopes up, they just get slammed down every time. So, and then that year I was I'm you know what? It's not working. I'm going to root against them. And they started off 3-0 before that Packers freaking Monday night game, which was ridiculous.
I
watched
say
that on
every
airplane
Sunday.
And
I say that every Sunday, and I turn into a raging monster in my living room as I'm watching the same putrid football from Dallas every Sunday. So it doesn't work, Dank.
No, apparently not.
We're in this for the long haul.
So, and not trying to get my hopes up, but then I found this clip. I think it was on TikTok, and this dude, his name's Ryan Ermani, and he's he does all this Detroit stuff, and he's you heard it here first. Detroit will have 10 wins this season, and I'm what? And then he broke it down. He's so they're out of division losses. All right. Dallas, Philly, Buffalo, New England, Miami. All right. That's 5. All right. Their wins. All right. The Jets, Giants, Washington, Seattle, Carolina, Jacksonville. All right. Which I looked at. I'm those are possible wins. And then in division, he's got them beating Chicago twice and then splitting with Minnesota and Green Bay, which would be a 10-7 season. I'm you know what? That's possible. But again, I don't want to get my hopes up. But, what do you guys think on 10 wins possibly?
Well, there's a rumor going around this week that they're thinking of Willis at 2, which.
Oh, really?
Yes. And I think that kid's a stud.
Yeah, dude, I like him.
I like him a lot. Dude, he reminds
he's very
me,
good.
Watching his combine, it reminded me of watching Josh. Obviously, he's not as big, but, he's got a big arm, and, he can boogie. He can run the ball. So he's exciting. I think, and, we'll bring up Liberty, but he's a Florida transfer. It's not like he was a –
right.
it's not like he was unrecruited in college, out of high school. He just didn't see his chance there, and and found a spot for him. So,
like I
Dank,
said before,
sorry.
go ahead.
No, I speaking as your kind of best friend, I think you need to take that
Depends on the
way
day.
down. 10 is way too optimistic, and
I
I don't want to see you
absolutely
get hurt
agree.
again.
Anything
But-
better than last year. So 4 is like the goal right now. 4 is my
but the way he laid it out, makes a lot of sense.
yeah. I mean,
So,
I'm fine with whatever Detroit does in the draft. I mean, they gave me my one wish last year, so I said, you know what, they gave it to me, and now I just got to roll with the punches. Like, I can't bitch
Right.
anymore
and
about it.
what was the one wish?
To get rid of Matthew Stafford.
Can't win the big game.
Can't do it.
So dumb.
He
So
still got
dumb.
freaking lucky. You guys don't understand how lucky Matthew Stafford got this year.
He's got a cool arm sleeve though. Not a wristband. Not a wristband.
Not a wristband.
Wristbands are.
We are a confirmed show of haters of wristbands
Wristbands on the wrist.
on the wrist.
There's nothing worse than that.
Or more than 2
Or more than
on one arm.
All right,
Brian
ready to get it?
Cushing made those sweet when he did the bicep bands, and you just saw his just ridiculous arms, and you're like, damn, I'm not an NFL player.
Yeah, how do you get his arm so big?
Yeah.
All right, ready to get into the game?
Oof. I guess.
It's a tough one.
First and second grade were easy. This is gonna be
Yeah,
tough.
we got a tough one today. We're playing player by number.
Google's coming up.
Yeah, oh yeah. You're ready for a lot of dead air and Googling in this one. So what we're gonna do is we're each gonna get a side. We're gonna go draft order, which I will also randomize. But you're gonna get a random number 1 through 99, and you have to pick a player that wore that number in college. Now you're gonna end up just getting a list. We don't have to make a team because we tried to do that practicing it, and it went really, really bad. When I got like 50 through 70 number on 22 in a row, I'm like, nope, just best player at that number. You can't pick a player that's already been picked. You can get the same number. For instance, if I was to get 7 and I was to pick John Elway and Qwee got 7 again, he can't pick Elway. He's got to go with Vic or Matthew or something like that.
And we're going college.
College
Numbers.
College numbers.
How many
All
guys are we picking total?
Until we hit an hour recording.
All right.
All right. So I have a list randomizer to pick the order. Doesn't really matter. Random order is Dank, Patty, Moose, Qwee.
I knew I was getting 3. I knew it.
Come on, 7.
I'm quitting this
Yeah.
game if I don't get 13.
All right, Dank, you ready?
Yep.
1 through 99. Your number is 85.
85.
Oof.
Start
I know
off
where I'm
hot,
going.
huh? Oh my god.
This is one where it's like I wish, like 85 is like I wish we're doing NFL.
Right. I'm gonna go with an old timer. He was a good receiver for Notre Dame back in the 60s.
Spurgeon win.
Yeah. Jim Seymour.
Jim Seymour off the board for Notre Dame.
Yeah, I'm
All
not
right.
going to write that one down.
All right. Next goes to me. And I got 55. I'm so happy I got 55.
I know where you're picking.
My all-time second favorite player in football history, Nick Mangold, was number 55.
Dang,
at Ohio
that's a good
State.
pick.
So
He
I'm
was
going
on my
Nick
board.
Mangold. He's
I
stud.
hope I don't get 55. I'm
Stud.
dead.
Best center of our generation.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, he was the only cool thing about those Jets teams.
I think
What
Travis
about
Frederick would
Pouncey?
have an argument
Travis
if he
Frederick's out
played the
there.
rest of his career went a few more years.
Yeah. Pounce was like I always have a personal affection for Jeff Saturday too.
Yeah.
Jeff Saturday was just fun. Because every time Peyton would check, he would have to check. That was always fun to watch. All right, we are going to Moose.
Oh boy.
You get 51.
Oh, Brandon Spikes, dude.
Oh, nice.
Good pick.
I
Off the
liked him,
top.
dude,
Yeah,
at Florida.
Yeah.
And I almost gave my Urban pregame tonight. That would have been a good
That would've
segue.
been
But yeah, that's going to be next week.
Great pick. And that was quick too. Yeah, it was that senior day. It was 15 and 51. All right, Qwee. You got 56.
I'm taking
Can't
Quentin
pick
Nelson.
moves. Nice. Yeah, he's a stud. All right, do we want to keep that same order throughout, or do we want to randomize each round?
It doesn't matter.
The random order might be kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, let's do that. All right, for round 2 order will be Qwee, Patty, Moose, Dank. It just flipped, so we went snake draft. Almost.
Yeah. No.
All right, Qwee. You got number 20.
Gave me a layup.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Ed Reed, baby.
Yep.
E.D.
That's
Reed, boy.
E.D. Reed. Best safety
Best
ever
safety
seen.
ever
You know how you
seen,
know he's-
boy?
You know how you know he's good at football?
How's that?
I was reading an article and it was like talking about the top players in college football. All of the players had a picture of them playing. Ed Reed's picture was him sitting in basketball shorts and a t-shirt at the Pro Bowl with Ray Lewis with slides on and a bandana,
Yo,
just chilling on the side. I was like, that guy's pretty good.
So many Ed Reed stories. Obviously they have Hurt Dog YouTube video, which I'll just throw on. It's when he was at the U. One that doesn't even have him in it is there's a clip that came out. I'm not sure what it was actually in, but it's Tom Brady and Bill Belichick in Bill's office discussing breaking down his film and discussing him. And then the last one is Qwee's boy Peyton Manning said like watching film of Ed Reed in week 4 when they were playing him in like week 9 or something like that Ed would purposely mess up coverages because he knew he had Peyton Manning coming down the stretch. And he was good enough to mess up a coverage and still make a play. But just, best safety of our generation. Next goes to me. I got 47.
Ooh.
Another layup for Patty.
Another Ohio State legend, AJ Hawk.
Okay. I
Yep.
was thinking of somebody else, but
Who were you thinking?
Michael Irvin,
That's
Yeah.
right. No, he was 48, wasn't he?
47.
No, 47.
Was he really?
You.
All right. Yeah, no, I'm still taking AJ Hawk because he's probably my favorite Ohio State player that I ever watched. Next is Moose. You got 85.
Oh,
And
Hold
Jim
on.
Seymour is off the board.
yeah. Don't take
Yeah,
Jim.
who is that?
Jim
Hold on.
Seymour.
What you call it? Is T. Higgins 85? I know he's that in the
think
NFL.
in
Wasn't he that in college
he
too?
Was. What was Higgins in?
No.
I don't think so.
Damn. That's not good.
Higgins was 5.
All right.
Yeah.
That's tricky.
85's tough.
Yeah, it is.
I have the advantage
not
of always
today.
just going to Ohio State players.
Yeah. I mean, it's like 50 years ago, but Jack Youngblood was 85.
He's a good pick.
Yeah.
Is that where you're going with?
Yeah. I was convinced T. Higgins was 85.
Well, yeah, I just Googled best player to win wear numbers, and I think Dank went to the same one because they said 85 is Jim
Yep.
Seymour. That's exactly what I did. All right, Dank, you're up.
Oh boy,
You got
7.
25.
Ooh.
25.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. 25. I feel like there was a running back that was 25.
Probably a lot of them.
Yeah. I'm gonna stick with my old timers here. Tommy McDonald, Oklahoma, 54 to 56.
Nice. 54 to 50. You got any career highlights on him, Dank? Did he do anything?
No, not really. He was just a running back for Oklahoma.
He showed up with his cleats and his helmet.
All right.
He didn't wear
Okay.
any wristbands, went straight.
Yep.
Nice.
Bare
That's what we
arm.
like. All right. Round 3 order is Moose, Qwee, Dank, Patty.
Oof.
It's like, I don't know. I like picking second or third.
Yeah. I'm like, the worst part is that as a number pops up for me, I see Patty's eyes go all wide, and I'm like, oh shit, who am I missing?
All right. Moose, you got 25. So much for random.
Don't screw it up.
What was that
twice,
kid's?
Moose.
What was that kid's name? Damn, Michigan State kid.
Oh,
I'm just
yeah.
gonna, dude. I know this guy's name, but I'm gonna go, Fred Bolitnikoff,
Ooh.
25.
He didn't suck.
Nope.
All right. Next is going to Qwee. And you got
13.
76.
Not
Nice.
what I was hoping for. Oh boy.
Ooh. There's a good one for you, Qwee.
Well, I kind of panicked when I got into certain numbers and I just started firing names. So I'm taking the best lineman out of Texas A&M of all time,
Who would be?
Luke Jokel.
Yeah.
He did really
I like Jake
I
Mack.
remember that guy.
No Warren Sapp.
Ooh. You done messed up on that one, Qwee.
well. You know what it was? I tried to push my limits here with offensive linemen, and it was not easy at all.
All right, Dank.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Dank, you got
Nothing.
39.
39.
I feel like we're staying with the old timers.
That's right.
Yeah, where's Luch?
Character
Back in
for a later
Monday.
date.
Who played at Navy in 1938?
Did Steven Jackson wear 39 in college?
Dude.
I don't think he did.
I don't think so either.
Best one I got right now. Fullback from Texas A&M, John Kimbrough.
Okay.
Do you want to know the years?
Is it Jim? Jim?
No, it's
Or
John.
John? Okay. Because I got a Jim Kimbrough here. All right. Yeah, what years?
38 to 40.
Where do you go to school?
Texas A&M.
Okay. Just looking on this list here. Larry Zonka was 39.
See, that's NFL too.
No, that's
I couldn't find his college number.
this is saying. So I have list of best players to wear 39. They have Sam Cunningham, a fullback from USC, but also considered as Larry Zonka, Jim Kimbrough, and Daryl Thompson. But I'm up, and I got number 78. Oof.
That was a bullet hole for me.
That's a tough one.
It's what you pray you don't get.
I know. It's like
There's-
ugh.
It's a full-on roulette board on my
Yeah.
screen right now.
Oh, wait. No, it's not.
Praying.
Oh, gimme. Out of Virginia Tech, give me Bruce Smith.
Whoa.
Yeah. I got 2 Ohio State players and a Buffalo player. This is awesome. All right,
Yeah,
round 4. The order will be Patty, Moose, Qwee, Dank. Moose, Qwee, Dank. All right. So I am up again. And I got 28.
Ooh.
That's
Good
a good
choice.
one.
That's
It
a
is
very
a
good
there's-
one.
There's a lot.
Yeah. My
There's
head
actually-
Was the
there's only
running back
one.
number.
it was.
I actually didn't think
Um,
there was that many numbers at first.
I mean it yeah.
when I read, I was like going through the list, and I was like 28, and I started like doing some homework, and I was like, oh, this could
Yeah.
be cool. It's not.
No, it's really not.
It's not
really,
fun.
It's really hard. My head went to Beanie Wells, but the only true pick for 28 is Adrian Peterson.
That's correct.
Yep.
That is correct.
Got that one. I got that one right. Okay. Next is Moose.
Oh boy.
You got 87. Gronk worth 37.
I think he did in
That's
college, right?
terrible.
No, he's 37.
Oh, he was 37. That's right.
Damn. Because McCart, that was I was thinking Keenan McCardle too. Damn.
Start Googling.
Oh, I'm Like-
Heavy.
I'm like a hacker right now.
You wouldn't even know where to start. You barely even know how
No,
to
dude,
turn your
my computer
on.
looks like the Matrix right now. I'm gonna go with Jonnu Smith, Florida International tight end.
Okay.
Ooh,
Janu.
all right. Jonnu Smith.
I got dumped on that one.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
I don't like my number so far.
Yeah, not great.
These numbers suck. We should have limited it
Yep.
to like 20
Shoulda.
Yep.
to 30.
That'd be on a real podcast.
Yeah.
Next is Qwee. Qwee, you got
13.
Just give it to him.
68.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
It's so
Ooh.
much fun when it doesn't happen to you.
Right.
Did my homework. Mike McGlinchey.
Mm-mm.
Ooh, nice. No. Glinchy was 69, I thought.
Google it.
As it stands, Queen is correct.
I will.
You win.
Confirmed.
I mean, I'm just not going to do it, but yeah, he can win this one.
He's
Let him have
69 for the Niners. Hold up. Yep, 68. He's right.
Wow.
All right, and finally is Dank.
Can we get some single digits up in here?
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
man.
all random.
Please, I'm dying.
Dank, you got 60.
60.
We could do that for round 5. We'll do all single digits.
I was gonna say if we get to like 5 through 7 and we're like in
Yep.
death
Round
blow,
5, we'll go single digits.
let's just fire 'em.
Every 5th round, we'll go single digits.
All right.
Guaranteed. 60 though.
Let's go with Penn State linebacker Chuck Bednarik.
You mean Ben Derrick?
Ben Derrick,
Like the Ben Derrick Award?
the award.
Yeah.
I always pronounce it Bednarik.
This is the most work Dank's put into college football outside of betting in his life.
Actually, no, I really didn't put
Bednarik
it that
Award.
much. I found this one article.
You're up. Yeah, that's it. All right, round 5 is all single digits.
Let's go.
Fire
All right,
away,
and the
baby.
Order is
Qwee.
Dank, Moose, Qwee, Patty. All right, Dank.
Dank's first.
Yep. Oops.
See, it would have been fun to have Chase go first so he can make a mistake.
Right, and everybody gets freaking
Burn him to the stake.
He's
crucified.
going second. He's going second. Unless you want to trade the pick, Dank.
I mean, so if I trade a pick, I get to drop one later, correct?
Dank sends this pick and Chuck Bednarik. All right, Dank, you got number 6.
Number 6. I'm gonna go with Clemson receiver DeAndre Hopkins.
Ooh.
All right. Oh. Not where I thought you were going to go, especially you.
No,
I thought you were going to go with DeAnthony.
Dat.
Dat.
not
fun.
feeling Spanish for the Anthony.
That was your guy in NCAA, though.
It was.
Remember playing you in NCAA, and you're Oregon, and we're in the goal line, and I know we're in man, and you motion DeAnthony Thomas out, and no one from the computer goes out and covers him. Like, we're going to need a timeout. We're going to need a timeout.
I mean, motion, it
Hey.
fixes all the problems.
You know what my favorite part of that is, though? I loved having the marker board scoreboard on the wall where I would come up from New York and everyone had 130 games logged and I have 4. They're like, Qwee, you're up. Great. Can't wait.
Yeah, those were the days.
Do we want to talk about who finished on top of that board every
Oh
time?
my god.
No, we don't. But
Yeah.
how it went was
Yeah, because you were the number 1 team in the country.
And you were 2, and
I was
Patty
not
3.
2.
Give me a
I was
break.
not 2.
I was 2. But those me, Dank, and Moose lived in a house together for 2 years. And it was just we'd all be sitting around watching ESPN or some game, and then inevitably someone would just go, "My boy feel like getting that ass whooped," and that was the key. We're like, "Let's go play NCAA," and it was
It's on.
3 or 4 games a night, and it was vicious.
I just remember the time Moose woke me up and he's like, yo, come on, let's play. And then I whooped his ass.
I'll say it made me a better play caller.
You throw a pick in the first quarter, you're done.
Yeah,
you lost the
It's a
game.
wrap. Yep.
It's
Game
just we
within
know the
game.
way this is gonna go.
Yep.
You get one mistake.
Game within the game. Moose, you're up. You got number 9.
Peter Ward.
Nice.
I've been holding on to that one, praying I got 9.
Randy got 9.
And it's
Keeping it in
even
his
better
pocket.
because I saw a highlight video from Florida State the other day that was all about Peter Warwick, and I was like, this dude,
Phenomenal.
like,
He was pretty good, huh?
he was better than everybody.
Mm-hmm.
He was
Mm-hmm.
disgusting.
All right, Qwee. You get You got 6.
6.
Yep.
I'm taking Baker.
I don't hate it. I don't hate
Baker
it.
was good in college.
He was.
I gotta pad the stats right now.
There you go. All right, my single digit is I got 9. Give me Aaron McNair. I'm going Steve McNair.
Yeah. You don't want your boy,
Which one? Devin Smith?
Joe Burrow?
Gangster.
Joe Burrow was 10 to me. Going Aaron McNair. All right, we're back to 99.
Yep.
All right, and the order is Patty, Qwee, Dank, Moose. What do we have for time?
And
All right. I haven't seen you guys this entire time. So I'm up and I got number 18.
it's not bad.
No, it's not. Where want to go? Because Peyton was 16.
That is correct.
Yeah.
I had
But-
Arby's digging for 8.
Archie was 18.
But Archie.
Thinking.
Who else was
Martell
18?
Tate Martell. Me and Qwee's boy.
Mm.
He needs to get removed from the planet. There's a couple guys on the list that I didn't get to talk to. He was one of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with unless hold up. Let's see who they have here. Yeah. I'm gonna go Archie Manning. One of my boys is a huge Ole Miss fan. He'd hate me if I didn't pick Archie there.
He's one of the 14.
He's one of the 14, I think. If
Part
you're
timer.
listening, text me. Yeah. 14 and a half. Well, that was something that me and Qwee were talking about. Podcasts usually name their listeners. And I think the 14 is what we call our listeners forever.
Hi, Mom.
All right, Qwee, you're up. Qwee, you got 98.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
give me.
Got to be someone from Miami that's 98.
Yeah, that was actually not where I was going with that, though. Brian Arakpo.
Ooh.
Ooh. I like it. Rakpo. All right. Next is Dank. You got 24.
24.
Yep.
Trying to think. Is anybody cool that wore 24?
Lee Cooker.
Yeah,
He was fun.
he was pretty good.
Re-signed with Dallas.
Mm-hmm. No, he's awesome.
Why?
Love Malik.
I don't know this other guy, so I'm gonna go with
Just kill
Malik.
everybody.
There you
but
go. Love it. Good pick. One of my favorite. I mean, he scored like 4 defensive touchdowns at your house day. It was a lot of fun. Moose. You got 53.
Ooh, that's a tricky one.
This ought to be good.
Trying to think. Because the guy I want, I don't know if he wore in college. Damn. Oh, what's his name? Which Pouncey brother wore 53?
Oh, yeah.
Not the super good one, the other one, the one that played at Miami. In Miami.
Right.
Not
Not
Marquise.
Mike. I thought Mike
Marquise
was.
Pouncey.
You want
I thought
Marquise
Marquise
Pouncey?
was.
Marquise? Didn't he
Dude,
wear
I
for,
don't
like,
know. The
55?
Pouncey that went to Miami.
Hold up. Wait.
No.
Hold up.
Oh boy, I'm in trouble if that's not happening.
The Pouncey brothers were 55 and 56 in college.
Damn.
That's what I was gonna say.
Shut up, Qwee. They both
look at
were
my-
53 in the pros, but yeah, 55 and 56 in Florida.
Come look at my
Man.
board.
53.
Homeboy
Not
did his
good.
homework today.
I don't even know.
We
I'm
should've
gonna
given
go with
Skip.
Randy Gradishar,
From where? From where?
the
From
Ohio
Yes,
State.
The
sir.
Ohio State. There's a lot
All
of Ohio State guys on the
There
freaking.
are.
It's like they're
So-
good.
Last round. Do we want to go like 1 through 21?
Yes.
I was
20
going to say
we
1
go
through 20.
22.
All right, 1 through 22. All right, let's get the order first. It is going to be Dank, Moose, Qwee, Patty. Dank, Moose, Qwee, Patty. All right. 1 through 22 for last round. Dank, your last pick is 18.
18. You took Archie already?
I did.
You son of a bitch.
You guys are missing a heavy hitter.
You guys can get we
At
can get
18?
Yes.
I'll give you a skip if you want it.
Kind of.
I don't have a heavy hitter here, Qwee. I don't see one.
18. Nope, I don't have it.
You want to skip?
Sure.
Everybody gets a skip. You got 21.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh my God.
Give me my boy. Which one do I want though?
That's what I was gonna ask.
I'm gonna go.
Unreal.
I'm gonna go with Barry Sanders.
All right, you don't get a skip. You got to pick 18.
All right.
Barry Sanders, your boy. Moose,
Yo,
18.
you got 14.
ooh, what was that kid's name?
This one threw me off a little bit.
There's one that I think.
There's
is
one that
obvious.
he didn't have a very good NFL career.
No,
but
he did not. But
he was like a
Christian
big prospect coming
Hackenberg.
out.
who?
Christian Hackenberg.
Yeah, is that who you're going with?
Jason.
Yeah.
Really?
Think harder.
You want to take him, Dank, or should I tell him?
You can tell him, Patty.
Sam
I'm
Bradford.
panicking.
Sam Bradford.
Sam Brad. Oh yeah. Damn.
The
I
guy
mean,
from
he was a little
Oklahoma.
better. You already took Christian Hackenberg, so
I mean,
oof.
There's a couple at 14.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right.
I was gonna
next
say
person.
Jake Coker from Alabama.
Yeah. Was it? Did they have like? Was one of their linebackers 14 this year that was really good? I don't know. Qwee, you got 3.
Nice.
You get 3.
You get 3.
I've been dialed in on 3 all night for some reason. I got a guy.
I want Todd Gurley.
It's a great pick.
Good pick.
Who was your guy for that? Chase?
Ryan Switzer,
Yeah.
North Carolina.
Youngster. Yep.
Dude,
Um,
it
I would've
bothers
went-
me
I would've
so
went with
much
Trent-
that he
Trent
can't
Richardson.
stay healthy.
Trent Richardson. I
I
think
mean, you got Montana and Carson Palmer.
Switzer
Carson
is a
Palmer,
boss.
didn't Keyshawn wear 3 too at USC?
Mm,
I'm gonna look that up.
I can't remember. I thought it was 9, but
I
Might have
thought
been
he
nine.
would- I thought he
Switzer-
wore 9 too.
Switzer is a boss. He played for the Raiders for a little bit.
Nope, he was number 3. Knew it.
Yeah, Switzer was pretty legit.
No, he was fun.
Dallas drafted him in the 4th round and then cut him a year later because they don't know how to use people
Switzer
that have
Switzer
good
fit
skill
the mold
sets.
at punt returner.
Yeah.
He just can't stay healthy. He
Don't
broke his ankle
kick it to
again
him.
this year.
Don't kick it to him. You could say why, Dank. I'm not going to say why on the record.
I mean, the traditional schools, you know that DB that's been whooping your ass all day,
Yeah.
and he's not the punt return. They got a
Yep.
white guy back there. Don't kick it to him. Do not kick it to him. That dude is
He's
filthy.
good.
He's so filthy. He lives in the garbage. That's how filthy that guy is.
Yeah.
That's all Dank on this one.
That's all Dank. It's like we'll get canceled and they'll Google a picture of Dank. All right, my last pick. I got 18. I'm using my skip because I already took it. And I got 16.
Oh, wow.
I might be missing. I'm going to look, make sure there's no obvious guy. Oh, yeah.
There's an obvious guy.
There is an obvious guy.
Evil rival. Come on.
Yeah.
The forehead.
And I just said it before, too. I'm like, Peyton wore 16. And I think I was going to
That's not even who I'm thinking of.
Really?
Really.
You're thinking of Michigan?
He played up north.
Denard.
Yeah, he was
Ooh.
the
Shoelace?
Well, I was going to go.
we don't talk about Peyton Manning anymore. He's gone. He's removed.
I was going to go JT Barrett. But I'm going Peyton Manning. Even though
What a nerd.
Even though he wears his wristbands on his wrist like a loser.
Dude, he's the only guy that ran around like he had the most swag on the planet and had zero.
So let's get it out of the way right now. What is the best number in college football?
Oh,
5.
Good question. I was good. Like my gut
Of
reaction.
people that wore it. Of people that
right,
wore it.
right. My gut reaction is always 7,
Mine too.
but 5 is loaded.
5's good. 2's pretty
even
good
though-
too.
It was good.
Even though he's
Yeah.
a frenemy of the show, Cam Newton brings up 2 stock big time.
Yes, he does.
I mean, Cam Newton, Charles Woodson, Deion Sanders.
Mhm.
I
I
mean,
mean, 21's got a good one too.
it depends how far back you want to go.
I mean, you go Barry, Desmond Howard, and Calvin Johnson right off the rip.
It's not a bad 3.
you know what we should do?
What's that?
We should do a start bench cut. 3 guys, the
That
same
wore the
number,
same number. That'd
and
be cool.
just rip it from like
They're all
one-
99.
from like, and let's just pick like the best numbers in college football, and we'll just go through.
Yeah.
We'll see what we got.
I mean, I just think of LT in the black and purple
Chase, we're-
ECU
Yeah.
uniforms.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And then I mean Reggie Bush,
With
Braxton
good
Miller.
wristbands.
Christian.
If you don't
McCaffrey.
wear a
Yeah.
wristband on your wrist anymore,
All right, let's take a knee. Bring it up, take a knee. Thank you for listening. Thank you to our good friend Savino for the use of our theme song, Time Is Money. You can find him on Instagram at Savino_underscore music. That is Savino, Savino. Thank you to Sarah Wyatt for the creation of our logo. Thank you to our producer, Brian Miller. Follow us on social media at The Pick Route across all channels. That's Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. You can email us game ideas at thepicroute@gmail.com. New episodes every Tuesday. Find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts. And remember, until next week, it could be worse. You could be playing for us.
Time won't never get it back. Time is money, don't be wasting my cash. Give it back, give it back, get it back. Hey, time is money, don't be wasting my stacks. Spending all your time won't never get it back. People pick and choose who they love. People pick and choose who they throw shade at. That's why I do what I want. Spending all your time won't never get it back. Time is money, don't be wasting my cash. Give it back, give it back, get it back. Hey, time is money, don't be wasting my stacks. Spending all your time won't never get it back. got this one life, get it on track. Money on my mind, all I think about is cash. I tell her swallow deep, cause I like it like that. I got that magic break her back for dunk it like Shaq. Paul strapped her bombs like Iraq. Fuck your feelings, show me facts.